What's up and welcome, guys, to One Oak Mentoring, the number one virtual mentoring team resident service program course of all times, right? Hope y'all guys doing all right today, man. Today, I'm gonna be talking to y'all guys about, man, valuing your grandmama. Your grandmother is always, always value your grandmother, man. Your grandmother, in a lot of cases, your grandmother loves you actually more than your own parents loves you, right? That was deep, right? That was real deep. But yeah, man, grandmothers. First of all, if you're fortunate enough to have a grandmother, my grandmother died when I was really, really young. Man, it's over so many years ago. I appreciate the condolences, but yeah, man, just make sure you guys are showing your grandmother respect, or whatever you call her. Grandmother, grandmom, grandma, grandmama, meemaw, nana, maw, granny, grams, whatever you want to call them, or big mama, maybe y'all come from, the big mama era, but like with my mama, all her grandkids call her Mama Joyce, man. So, whatever you call them, just make sure you respecting them. Okay. Now, it depends on what kind of grandmama you got. Now, you think of grandmama, you think of that, nice, sweet lady, come up to you, tell you how handsome you is, pinch you on your cheek, ask you how you been doing, always got some candies for you, you got some caramel candies in their purse, oh man, I love grandmama so much, right? Grandmama's so sweet and kind, right? Or man, you might have one of them, or you might have one of them gangster grandmas, man. They might put her foot in your butt, man, if you get out of line. But both grandmothers, they love you just the same, right? So make sure y'all guys remember that, okay? The thing with grandmothers is, when you're young, most of the time, you can get away with little stuff that you can't get away with your parent, that you can get away with your grandma, right? Come on now, everybody remember that, Remember back in the good old days, man, where you can, be out somewhere, man, you see something you like, and you might be like, hey, mom, can I have this, mom? She'd be like, no. But you be like, all right, I'm going to grandma's house this weekend, right? When you go to grandma's house, you get it, right? All right? So, because grandma ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? Grandma just want to see you smile, grandma just want to be happy, right? What y'all guys want to keep in mind is that, what your grandmother is actually doing for you, right? Okay? She's showing you like a lot of love and caring, and compassion and stuff, man. So y'all guys keep that in mind, man, that, grandmothers are very important, all right? One thing you want to do when y'all guys start getting older, because when you're young, man, you remember, grandmama, buying you all the best birthday gifts, all the best Christmas gifts and things like that, right? You know what I'm saying, man? Because stuff your mama might not get you, So, grandmothers are real good. But when you get older and you guys, just like I said, now some of y'all guys are like teenagers and stuff like that. You might have been used to being young, going over your grandma's house every day, just having fun. But, the vibe changed as you get older, man. You're cool. You want to hang with your friends. You want to go to the mall, man. You want to go talk to girls and, do stuff like that, man. So, a lot of times when we're growing up as teenagers and establishing ourselves, like establishing our, social circle, social reputation and things like that, sometimes we tend to overlook, the time that we need to go spend with grandma sometimes, all that stuff grandma was doing for you when you was young, baking cookies, man, tucking you in at night, cooking you chicken noodle soup, all kind of stuff like that when you were young. When you get older, you want to return the favor to her, right? So, especially on the holidays, man, go see your grandparents, man. If you're in that town, or if you can, go see your grandparents on the holidays, man. It really means a lot to them, okay? All right? So holidays, go see your grandparents. Or if you just around, maybe like just stop by sometime, man. Do you know how much that means to like an older person, especially a grandparent? Just stop by and see them, man. Okay, show them that you still care. You know what I mean? So don't be too busy like you got, oh man, I gotta go to the movies, man, and we going to this party tonight, man. I ain't got time to see you, grandma. and you ain't seen your grandma like 5-6 years, man, out here trying to be cool, right? But when you was young and you couldn't get them Air Forces that you really wanted, you know, your mama said, no, we ain't got the money. Big mama come up with that money for you, don't she, right? So you guys want to keep that in mind. So, and if you know, because this channel is for like younger guys and older guys, but if you get older, man, you get your little job or something like that, man, you know, if you can do it, you know, hey, man, go by there and buy grandmama something, man. I ask you, hey, grandma, you need a few dollars or something like that, you know, you need $1 or $2, you know, you want me to make it rain on you? Nah, you ain't got to do all that. But, you know, just ask her, you know, see if she needs something. Or sometimes it ain't even about money, man. Do you need a store run? You want me to take you to the store? You know, a lot of times we get wrapped up in, like, you know, trying to be cool and trying to establish ourselves, you know, in the world that, you know, we forget, you know, hey, man, who was the person looking out for you when you was young? You know, the person that cared about you, you know, grandma, right? All right. And so, you know, just make sure y'all guys are valuing that time. You know, think about grandmothers, you know, they just love to have all they, you know, they love to have all their kids together, man. But they really love to have all the grandkids together, man. You know, the grandkids could do no wrong. Even if you know even if they know the grandkid is bad as heck, they already know, you know, hey, that's my grandbaby, you know, I love him. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And then, but yeah, man, y'all guys just keep that in mind, man. Make sure you spending time with your grandma. And another thing, if you, you know, for your grandparents, you know, most of the time when you got grandparents, they getting older, you know, man. So you don't want to look back, like when your grandma passes, like she passes away, man. You don't want to look back and just feel like, ah, man, all that time I could have went and spent with my grandma, because, you know, you never know what you have until it's gone. And so, you know, especially if you got a good grandmama, you know. So, yeah, man, always value that time with your grandmom, you know, regardless of what, because, you know, they're like older, you know, just spend time with them, be respectful to them, you know, want to do things to make them proud, you know. Always let your grandparents know that you care about them, okay? All right? Like, there's no other way around it, okay? And even if you don't have the best relationship with your grandmom, right? This is what I want you to do. If you don't have the best relationship with your grandmom, it's cool. Just still go around, you know, and just, just tell them you care, you know, just show up sometimes. Even if you say you got a mean grandmom, you know, still show up sometimes, man. You know, a lot of people, like, a lot of meanness is caused by a lot of hurt in life, and, you know, a lot of letdown. So, you know, man, don't try to hold a grudge against your grandmama. If you don't have the type of mama that I described to you, like very loving and caring, you know, just make sure y'all guys still respecting them, okay? Just like I said, I lost my grandma when I was real young, but I still have fond memories of, you know, my mother's mother. I remember this time we all went to the grocery store. Now, this is back when I used to get dropped off at my grandma's house. All the grandkids over there, we all ran bunches, jumping around, wasting noodles all on the couch and stuff like that. But grandma still, you know, grandma still loved us, you know. But when it came to the grandkids that was over at her house, like, I was probably like the best one. Like, I was, you know, I'm not gonna say I was quiet, but the rest of the grandkids was like kind of real rambunctious, you know, real aggressive, you know, loud and stuff like that, right? So I remember this one time, man, we all packed in grandmama. I think she had a station wagon. She had to, right? Because there was probably about like 15 of us all in one car, right? So, no, I'm just playing. But it was a lot of grandkids, right? So I mean, we went to the grocery store, and you know, and just like I said, like, you know, the rest of the grandkids was kind of rambunctious, right? So they'd be around there running around. Grandma, can I get this? Grandma, can I get a quick? I mean, like, no, you can't have that. No, you can't. Put that back. No, you know. So, man, then, man, we was getting ready to check out. And you know how you about to check out, and it's like all the candies and stuff right there. And, man, I see some Rollos, man. I was like, man, I wish I could get those Rollos, man. And my little cousin like, man, Grandma ain't gonna get them Rollos for you, man. We done asked about everything, man. Grandma ain't gonna get no Rollos for you, man. You know, so I said, all right. So I worked up the courage. I walked up to Grandma. I said, Grandma, can I have these Rollos? Now, you know, I had told y'all that, you know, I wasn't as rambunctious as everybody else. Grandma got it from me. She said, yeah, baby, I'll get you these Rollos. Oh, man, Grandmama. grandmama, you know, just make you feel warm inside, you know what I'm saying? But now, don't get it wrong. Now, if she didn't buy the Rollos for me, I was gonna steal them anyway, so I was still gonna be good. But you know, just the fact that grandmama bought them for me, you know, and then I know my cousins and stuff, you know, they was just kind of, you know, upset a little bit, you know, with me. But you know, it's all good, man, you know. But anyway, man, make sure y'all guys just respecting your grandmother, cherish the time that y'all got with her, man. Spend that time with her. Try to do some things for her. You need to run an errand, take out trash, go to the mailbox for her, something like that. That's pretty much it, man, because your grandmother has a different level of love. Not saying they love you more than your parents, but they just have like a different level of love and acceptance for the grandkids, right? All right, man. This is a one note, man. I'm out. Y'all have a great day. Y'all need to go by and check on your grandmama.